Hey everybody, this is video blog number 2. I had a request from a couple friends that I should do more videos, so I figured I'd give another go at it and, just do something different than just writing in my blog the entire time I'm here in Japan. So, hi, greetings, I hope you're all well and having a good week even though it's just started. Mine has definitely gotten off on a better foot compared to last week, which was, well, hell, to put it nicely. But as you can see, I survived. I'm still under, a little hill of homework, but I'm taking a break from it just to talk at you for a couple minutes, and then I'll get back to work and finish up my essays for this week. But even so, I am still sad that I'm not home because I am missing an anime convention this weekend back in Denver. So special shout out to my Wasabi gang. I hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Even though I won't be there, sad, I know, but that just means you'll have to have twice as much fun for me and 10 times as much more fun for Precious Ego because he can't be there either and all he really wants to do is hang out with his Canada, so but what can you do when you have an ocean in between you and home? But stay tuned, I might have something special just for you guys, just for convention weekend. But I'll get to that later. Anyways, this video blog is brought to you by the Book of Awesome, which has no mention of Prussia in it anywhere. And he's mad about that and thinks it needs to be fixed with a permanent marker. I have thus far been able to save the book from the permanent marker thus far, and hopefully I'll keep it safe. But really, this book is pretty cool. It's based off of 1000awesomethings.com, which is also a pretty cool website. But it's just full of stuff that a lot of people may take for granted, but when they happen, they're actually pretty cool, like snow days and waffles and catching somebody singing in their car and, listening to rain and everything like that. But today I got back from class. It was a long day in class. I'm in it from 9:30 to 5:30 on Tuesdays. But I checked my mail and I had a wonderful letter from my Canada back home, so I appreciate it a lot. It just really made my day. And there's just something in this book that I just figured went along with the letter quite well. So I just have to share it with you guys because it is fun and it's definitely true, especially when you're, so far away from home, which is so titled, Getting Something with Actual Handwriting on it in the Mail. Checking the mail can be a bit depressing. Sometimes there isn't anything in there. No, nothing at all. Just one big empty mailbox telling the world that everyone forgot about you today. Then again, the alternative is typically a fistful of bills and flyers. Someone selling air conditioners, car payments due, and the pizza place down the street has a new crust. All nice to know, of course. Just kind of boring, kind of bland, kind of blah. But that's what makes it so great when something with actual handwriting on it turns up in the mailbox. Those little endangered parcels have something very special about them. For instance, number 1, feel that ink. If you're lucky enough to score a full-on letter, you know how good it feels to hold that pen-scratched masterpiece. Both sides of the paper are carved up, and it sort of crisps and crinkles in your hand. That certain texture to it feels very real and honest. Like the person who wrote it put a bit of themselves in that envelope and sent it over. If I were a tree, I'd like to think I'd be proud if my slaughtered, pulpy remains were used for a letter like that. Seriously, it would bring a tear to my leaf. Number 2, it smells. Sure, it may not smell too strong, but the occasional letter has a whiff of hand cream or perfume on it. And really, anything's better than the smell of mass-ironed flyer ink, especially if the ink's real cheap and powdery and flakes off in the paper folds. Then you get it on your pants and under your fingernails, and for what? So Visa can tell you about their new interest rates? Number 3, the complete package. When you get a handwritten letter in the mail, it has a whole different look and feel to it. It's a complete package. It's a wedding thank you card in a small red envelope with a perfectly placed stamp on translucent tissue paper. Or it's the letter from your kid at camp with that smeared ink and mud stains on it. It's licked shut real tight, and there's a spelling mistake in your address, and the letter is folded thick, causing the envelope to puff out at the seams. 4. There's nothing like it, because no two handwritten letters are the same. You know, whoever wrote it spent a lot more time scrawling it out than you did reading it. And they wrote it just for you, in their personal handwriting, with their pen and paper, and they paid to mail it to you. Lady, I don't care how small or cold your heart might be, you have to admit that's pretty cool. Of course, the biggest reason why getting something handwritten is fantastic is because it's so darn rare. For most of us, we're more likely to see Halley's Comet crash in a Bigfoot while he's riding the Loch Ness Monster than to actually get a full-blown note from a friend. So I say, treasure those handwritten notes when you get them, if you get them. And if you don't, there's an easy way to start. Man, just send a couple. Awesome. So, yeah, I really do like getting mail right now. It just brings everybody from home a little bit closer to me here. And it's just, I don't know, there's just something different than, like sending an email back and forth. But yeah, it really does make your day when you get a full handwritten letter in the mail. I can be in the worst mood ever and would like to go out and break something, and get a letter from home in the mailbox, and my mood is completely turned around. So once again, I really do appreciate you guys at home cheering me on while I'm over here studying, on my study abroad, as well as readers and I guess now watchers who I may not even know yet. So again, thank you for all your support and your thoughts and prayers. And I'm just taking the semester one day at a time, and we'll keep you updated as we go along. So next big thing is spring break 2 weeks. Planning on going to Tokyo with a couple friends. It should be a lot of fun, but I'll have more updates on that later. And I guess that's really all I have to ramble on about for now. I suppose I should go get some homework done and study for a quiz I have tomorrow. So for now, I guess it's just time to sign off for the night. So I hope you enjoyed my next little video update, and yes, do plan on seeing more, because it really is a lot of fun just being able to talk to you guys for a couple minutes, even if you don't like listening to me. So yeah, this is Ray and, well, Gilbert, who's been sitting nicely in my lap right now. Going to go ahead and say goodnight and sign off. So until the next video, good night.